Hey everybody, how are you? It's Peter again for MLB Trade Rumors and Discussions. It's Monday, January 20th, 2020. Keeping this going every single day for the rest of the year, just like I promised you guys. I'm back from a couple of days off for my birthday, and I wanted to thank you guys for understanding that my videos were a little bit short, but I promised you guys I would make a video every single day, and I will keep my promise for that. But I'm off for a couple of weeks, and I got to spend time with my son today, which was great, and I'm home for some days, which is wonderful. And I got to watch MLB Network, and I was just excited, and they had NLS predictions, and I was even more excited, and then I seen their predictions, and I couldn't stop laughing, because Ron Darling, who was brilliant, had them winning 81 games. That Sturgeon, I believe, had them winning the same as last year. Costas' son had them winning around 86, and Ken Rosenthal had them winning 88 because Bumgarner, which 88 is a good number. But they're going to win more than that. And the fact that a couple of them are thinking the Diamondbacks are going nowhere is shocking to me. They got the Dodgers winning by a ton. They got everything else I said, that the Giants and Rockies are going to go completely down, and the Padres are going to be better, but not enough, like around 500. So they were right about three things. But the fact that they think the Diamondbacks are this just okay is just not enough. It's great for me, and it's great for the Diamondback fans, because let them think what they want. And what I like is when they do get to a big part of the playoffs, they're not going to be scared. They will be tough because of Bumgarner. It's not going to be like a couple years ago where they had the underdog, and then when the lights were on, they got a little bit nervous. It's not going to be like that. And I wanted to discuss about the Dodgers really fast, because they got them winning so many games, but the Dodgers are not the same team. And the Dodgers are going to go in panic mode if they don't start doing well. There was a rumor out today, and it's not really a rumor, it's that Mookie Betts, his price is going to cost two high-end prospects and David Price's contract. It's just insane. Who the hell's going to pay that? The Dodgers will, if they need it, if they panic. They did that before. They've made stupid moves with Boston before. I know you guys remember that. So I just don't get this amazing Dodger team and the lack of respect for the Diamondbacks. There's no way the Dodgers are running away with it this year. And the Diamondbacks are going to... I wouldn't be surprised if the Diamondbacks are up 5 to 7 games within the first couple months. I can't wait. I'm so excited for the baseball season to start. But I wanted to also talk about today, since what the hell I'm off, right? Let's go into some of the trades that were happening and why the Diamondbacks are not the Dodgers. One, we don't have their money. Two, we don't panic and just feel like we need to make a bunch of moves. A couple of years ago, Paul Goldschmidt, our franchise player, who I always loved because he was Goldie, but I was never a diehard Goldie fan, because I always thought that he wasn't like this big clutch, like middle, like a Bumgarner, like this guy that we need, like to argue and to like be tough. And now, don't get me wrong, Goldie was phenomenal for some years, but just not the guy. Once JD came in, Goldie was a lot better, because he finally got help. And a lot of that's not Goldie's fault, because he needed protection. People would just pitch around him, and then he felt like he had to be this guy, and he couldn't, because why would people pitch to him if there was nobody protecting him? So what I'm telling you guys is, let's look at this trade a few years ago. You traded Goldschmidt, and I was pushing for Christian Walker so many times online and writing before I even made these videos, because I loved Walker. Every time he would come up or do something, he would always do something. He was killing in the minors, like he deserved his shot. Okay? This guy, Goldschmidt, last year went to the Cardinals, and he batted, let me get his exact numbers, 260 with 34 home runs. Christian Walker, I can just tell you off the top of my head, batted 259, and I believe he had 29 home runs. Same numbers, 5 home run difference. Okay? Walker's just going to get better, let me tell you. I also need to say, I was a little bit skeptical when we traded Goldschmidt for the package we got. Because let me go over the guys we got. Luke Weaver, who I knew was just like, I was a little worried about his arm because he's a little bit smaller, and he threw hard, so I get scared for that. And then we looked at Carson Kelly. We're like, oh, here we go. Backup guy, really is not going to do anything. And then Andy Young, who was the lower level prospect that no one really paid attention to. Let me tell you, Luke Weaver, you can see where the talent is, because if he does stay healthy, it's a great move. But that really wasn't even the big one, because to me, Carson Kelly was a huge one, because now we have a catcher. who we damn sure needed for a while, and who we don't know if Fachardo's going to come up, when he's going to come up, if he's going to stay a catcher. So we needed Kelly, and what Kelly did last year not only killed the Dodgers, he stood clutch, he batted better than anyone could ever think, and that was his first year hitting. He's always behind Molina, so it didn't matter. And I was skeptical too. And now you got a guy who maybe even the better move out of all of them, and he was the one that nobody was paying attention to, and that was Andy Young. Because this guy looks like he can hit. And now he's a guy that is going to challenge for a spot too. So that's where the move for these guys, where Hazen is making these moves, it's just not for the sake of making a move to start over. It's for the sake of getting somebody back at every position. It's got to be something. It's almost like I work for sales, and so he's not just going to get throw-ins. He's going to get somebody that can turn into something. If you even looked at this, they signed Mantiply today, minor league pitcher, lefty from a lot. Nobody's going to look at his numbers. 2019, he only pitched a couple games, got raked in his ERA. He was pitched for the Yankees. But if you look at his minor league numbers before he got hurt, all twos. Who knows about this guy? Who cares about this guy, right? We don't know anything. But he's always looking for something. He's always looking for, even if it's the throw-in, he's looking for something that can turn into at least, I'm not going to say it's going to be lightning in a bottle, but he's looking for it to turn into a valuable asset, even if it's a small one. Anybody that can contribute. And that is why the Diamondbacks will win the division, because they are getting pieces. They don't need one or two guys to depend on. They have anybody through that lineup on every different day can win. Okay? Walker, Escobar, Marte, Ahmed, Kelly, Peralta, Calhoun, LaCastro if he plays. Rojas is going to be better. Who knows if Young's going to be there. Anybody. And that's not saying if we go get out Bryant or starting Marte or make a move for Jackie Brown. I don't know who we're getting. But they are going to make a move. If they go in the infield and get Scooter Gennett, if they decide to get Ben Zobrist, I don't know. But I'm telling you, they don't need a Bellinger to hit 40-something, 50 home runs. That's not going to do it, right? They're going to beat you 1 through 9 because Bumgarner can hit. I don't care what all those experts say or whatever. People need to pay attention to what Hazen's doing. They just voted Young in the top 10 prospects for his position. They also voted Seth Beer in the top 10 prospects for his position. Two guys who weren't there about a year and a half ago. Two guys who Greinke, when we got rid of our money, we got back, and Beer wasn't even the main one in that trade, right? Young wasn't even the main one in that trade. That is why Hazen is the best GM, and that is why the Diamondbacks will win. I'm just tired of seeing the Dodgers in that front thing. I'm just tired. And before it was Dodgers, Giants, it's Diamondbacks now. You mark my words, it's going to happen. I'm just sick of seeing this same thing. And the Dodgers, to me, to go out and having to spend all this money, that's not winning to me. When they can just go out and throw $200-300 million at people all the time. It's just not. It's not winning to me. And I don't see them winning for a very long time. Because Clayton Kershaw is not Clayton Kershaw anymore. Okay? Maeda is just regular. Buehler is the only one who's a good pitcher right now. I don't know what they're going to do in May. I don't know who their pitchers are coming up. I don't know if they're going to turn into studs. But I can tell you, a lot of their guys like Pollock and Turner are getting older. They're injury prone. You don't trust them. You can't trust that. I can easily see this turning around. And I'm just, the disrespect for the Diamondbacks, and that's why fans don't show up. And that's why it's just not the same. It's just, they don't get that publicity that we need, that marketing. So I'm hoping Hazen makes one more move just so they can shut everybody up and then everybody respects their name. But let them fly under the radar. Let's see what happens. But I'm going to tell you guys, when it comes to baseball, money don't mean shit. Okay? Money don't mean nothing. That's not going to win you anything. You can buy as much as you want. You can, like the Yankees did for a long time, and they didn't go anywhere. It took them to have all their prospects to get under the luxury tax a while ago just to get better. And credit to Cashman for that. You need to build up your team and then be able to make some moves here or there. Hazen's not done. If you guys looked at the rumor today, Pedro Gomez said that the Diamondbacks are a big wild card in this with the Chris Bryant. We're waiting for the Chris Bryant move because I think Chris Bryant, that move's not coming out until the decision's made if he's going to be a free agent next year or the year after. I'm not saying he's going to Arizona, but I like what Pedro Gomez said. He said the Diamondbacks always need to be watched because Kendrick is not scared to open his checkbook. He's not. I've seen it before. He did it with Greinke, which is great. So watch out for a Diamondback move to come soon. And then you guys give me your prediction on how many games you think the Diamondbacks are going to win. Because the level of disrespect of the Diamondbacks right now, after they won 86 games, and to add Madison Bumgarner, and most people have them either the same or backwards, it's crazy to me. So we'll see what happens, right? The moves are not being made yet. Still taking a long time, but you watch, guys. Stay strong, and the Diamondback fans just keep going, and we'll get our championship very soon. Take care, guys.